Hello Animorphs fans, today we're starting a little series looking at this book. It is the Animorphs. Meet the Stars of Animorphs, an authorised biography. Includes 16 incredible pages of colour photos. Watch Animorphs on Nickelodeon TV. Of course, nobody's doing that anymore. By Marie Muriel and Randy Reisfeld. So before we dip into that, let's look at the back cover. There is still a sticker attached. Please do forgive that. The best-selling book series is now a hit on TV or something like that, or something TV show. Produced by Scholastic Productions, and now you'll get the chance to find out about your favourite characters, their stories on and off the set, and even get the real deal on what it was like to train and work with the animals. Meet the cast. Sean Ashmore is Jake, Brooke Nevin is Rachel, Christopher Ralph is Tobias, Nadia Nascimento is Cassie, Boris Cabrera is Marco. Who accidentally stuck his fingers up a tiger's nose? Who fed a hawk a chicken leg? Who was completely terrified auditioning in front of a television camera? Who likes a certain type of turkey? And whose funniest moment on the set involved another actor flying? Sort of. Get the answers to these questions and more, but remember to be careful who you share this info with. You know who is still out there. I think they're talking about the Yerks there, honestly. So we're going to look through this book and going to learn all about the fumbling masterpiece that is the Animorphs TV show. And there are 8 chapters in this. What I'm going to do, I'm going to turn it into a little series. This episode, I'm going to be looking at the introduction, the pictures section in the middle, and the last chapter. Now, don't worry about chronological order or anything like that, because there really is no logical order to the chapters. And the further episodes will be on things like the animals on the set, and there'll be an episode for each character individually, because each chapter is dedicated to, or at least some of them are dedicated to individual actors. So the first thing we're going to do is look at the introduction, the outro, and the pictures in the middle. Why not? Let's just do it. Let's relive the memories of what was quite a ghastly adventure into the world of television for our favourite series. So hopefully you can see this on the camera. Let's read it along together. So, the introduction. I am going to be having little bits of commentary here or there just to express my adoration of what's going on. The invasion has begun. Once, an alien race known as the Andalites bravely battled the Yerks, a slug-like menace which spread from planet to planet, conquering species after species like some terrifying disease. For years, the terrible battle waged throughout the galaxy. Now, 5 young Earthlings must continue the fight. Oh, brutal stuff. That's the theme of Animorphs, the coolest new Gotta See It TV show produced by Scholastic Productions. Well, how many wrong things can you get into a single sentence, I must ask? The televersion of the gripping, mega-successful Scholastic book series Animorphs revolves around the adventures of those 5 chosen Earthlings, Jake, Rachel, Marco, Cassie and Tobias, and their constant battle against, well, the end of the world as we know it. And that's in addition to having to deal with grades, parents, siblings, clothes, zits and other friends and the ongoing quest for significant others. Right, a couple of things first off there. Grades, parents, siblings, clothes, yeah, that was all involved. But when were the Animorphs ever talking about zits and other friends? We never even meet any of their other friends as far as I know. Apart from Melissa, that was pretty much it. Zits, and the ongoing quest for significant others, that major plot point of Animorphs. I mean, to be fair, it sort of was this. Whatever, I'm being harsh. If that's an Everest of stuff to deal with, whatever. It's not like they have a choice. You do, and tuning into Animorphs is the coolest one you can make. I'm sorry. But, well, okay, let's just carry on. This is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun read, isn't it? It's going to be a barrel of laughs. It's the show everyone at school is already talking about, or will be soon. Well, that's a bold prediction. A very bold prediction. How far into the series was this made? Because there is an advertisement for the first VHS tape at the end. So it must have been after the first few episodes. And to make that prediction, that everybody will be talking about. It was quite misguided, I think. Animorphs is on every Friday night in the Nickel Ozone on the Nickelodeon network. That's not true anymore as of reading this book. Fortunately or unfortunately, we will never know. And just in case you missed it, the episodes are repeated during Saturday night's Snick Hours. If you're just catching the Annie itch and don't know the entire sitch, check it. Fuck, that's an awful rhyme. Check it out. Oh Christ, how long's this first chapter? It's only a couple of pages. Christ almighty. The backstory. Once, Jake, Rachel, Cassie, Marco and Tobias were pretty normal teens, depending on your definition of normal, that is. They went to school, did their homework, played video games, shot, hung out. They loved their families unconditionally, respected their teachers. That's a stretch. Believed in the law. Believed in the law and trusted most other people. That was before. Wait, so... Well, they loved their families unconditionally. Well, you can't really say that about Tobias, let's be fair. Believed in the law. What's that even mean? They didn't do drugs? And that was before? So the Yerks come round and they're like, what, fuck authority? If you say so, but if you say so. One fateful day after school, Jake, his cousin Rachel, and their friends Marco and Cassie were hanging out at the video arcade where they were briefly joined by a new kid named Tobias. Jake had just blasted the competition when, for some bizarre reason, his dog Homer took off out the door. In a flash, Jake, Cassie, Rachel and Marco dashed after him. The chase led to an abandoned construction site. There they were joined again by Tobias, who often cut through the site on his way home. He happened to get there at the same time. The kids found Homer all right, but at the same time also witnessed something else. Now, just for context, if you didn't already know, this is on the TV series backstory rather than the actual canon backstory. Just so you know. Because I'm not counting the TV series as canon. Sue me. Tobias saw it first. It was a spaceship and it was just about to crash. The kids took cover and watched, mesmerised. After the crash, an actual alien, hooved feet, pointy ears, eye-bearing antennae, glowing green orbs and all, emerged. The alien didn't have a mouth, but that didn't stop him from communicating. It was as if the kids could hear his thoughts. The story he told them, the powers he gave them, and the trust he placed in them would change their lives forever. He was Elfangor, a warrior member of a race called Andalites, who lived in another galaxy. For hundreds of years, they've been battling the evil Yerks. Is it hundreds of years? No. Right, let's just... The Hortbegia were invaded in the 60s. That was the second race they invaded, unless you're counting the Geds. The one in between that was the Nahara. So, no, I don't believe it was hundreds of years. No, it wasn't hundreds of years. It just wasn't. Where's that come from? Right. They've been battling the evil slugs, Yerks, slug-like creatures whose goal was to transform all living beings of all galaxies into mindless automatons or controllers. Again, I'm not sure how accurate that is. Carrying on. The Yerks were winning the war. They had wormed their way into the ears of all their victims, taking possession of their minds and commanding control of their free will. The Yerks had already enslaved other planets, crushing all resistance. So far, only the Andalites had managed to escape total annihilation. Is that true? To an extent. The Andalites were able to survive the onslaught because they had a secret morphing technology. In Elfangor's travels, he found out a horrifying secret. The Yerk's next destination was planet Earth. That's why he was here, to warn the unsuspecting Earthlings and to help. But the crash had weakened him, and would soon leave him powerless against the Yerks who were on his trail. His last decision before dying, to break Andalite law and empower the 5 Earthlings he sees, and instinctively trusts, with the secret morphing power. You must help your world, he beseeched them. You must protect yourself from the Yerks. Elfangor then produced a magical glowing cube. Oh, just like this one here. How crazy. Touch the cube, he instructed them. As each one did, he intoned, the power to change is in your flesh. Were those his actual words? I don't think they were. Might have been in the TV series. The power to change. Jake, Rachel, Cassie, Marco and Tobias now had the morphing technology to be able to acquire the DNA of any animal they touch and morph into the shape of that animal. That and a mysterious disc. Fuck, we had to bring the disc into it, didn't we? Wow. That and a mysterious disc would be their only weapons against the Yeerks. Please just... The disc needs to die. It actually needs to be brought to life like Pinocchio and then just killed mercilessly. The whole story sounded crazy. Who'd believe it? The 5 friends didn't want to, but the longer they stayed at the crash site, the more the terrible truth sank in. Especially after a Yeerk appeared and repeated what Elfangor had just said. The horrific creatures really were planning to take over the Earth. In fact, they'd already started. To wit, the evil Yeerk then finished Elfangor off. The evil Yeerk. Does it actually, it's not even referenced Visser 3 at this point, so okay. And then the 5 were alone. They could trust no one except each other. Controllers could be anyone. Their high school principal, teachers, friends, even family. Many among them are already Yeerk infected controllers. So together, these 5 teens must outsmart a sinister force unlike any the world has ever known. That's their destiny. From that moment on, the 5 of them, Jake, Rachel, Cassie, Marco and Tobias, we've repeated their names enough at this point, haven't we, but Christ, would be all that stands between life as we know it and total annihilation. Talk about stress! I'll tell you what real stress is. Reading this and knowing that it's about the TV series, which was stressful enough to watch. It's stressception here. Right, carrying on. The real deal. It took 5 amazing young actors to play the roles of Jake, Tobias, Marco, Rachel and Cassie in their humans as well as animal forms. All are fresh-faced, mega-talented newcomers. So mega-talented, actually, that most of them never got another acting job. Also, they're missing out acts. Paolo Costanza. I don't even... No, he hasn't got a chapter in this book. He's just left out again. He wasn't in the intro theme. And nor is he in the Meet the Stars books. And he was probably the best one. What a farce. What an absolute travesty of justice. Paolo, I'm with you, mate. Absolute travesty that you've been subjected to. Ridiculous. All are fresh-faced, mega-talented newcomers, and all stand poised to leap from the Nickel Zone to the Superstar Zone. Yet another bold prediction. Bold! Very bold! As bold as Victor Trent. And I know it's spelt differently and it's a different word, right? Anyone who's being heckin' pedantic out there. Deborah Forte, executive producer of Animorphs, says, when we began pre-production of the TV show, we knew that the key to the show's success would be finding the right cast. We knew it was critical to find just the right actors who resembled some of the physical characteristics, but more importantly, whose personalities were consistent with our characters. We saw hundreds of kids in auditions to find just the right cast. They're all great actors, and they are all great people. And although it's a lot of hard work, they have fun with each other. It's nice to see that they have become friends. So if you haven't already, memorize these names. Christopher Ralph, Brooke Nevin, Sean Ashmore, Nadia Nascimento and Boris Cabrera. For without the magic of the Andalite's gift, high-tech special effects or sci-fi, they have an amazing power too. Watch as they morph right before your eyes into the hottest new stars on the scene. Here's your exclusive chance to meet them one by one, up close and personal. A lot of big predictions in this book. Was that jinxing it? Did this book... Is this what ruined the show by jinxing it? If you're superstitious, maybe, possibly. So we're going to... Because chapter 1 is going to be on Tobias, but we're going to cover that in another video. We're going to look at the pictures. So hopefully, if I get this right, the pictures should be in camera view. So there's 16 picture pages. Let's look at them. So there's a first one of the cast. From the Nickel O Zone to the Superstar Zone. Oh, repeating what we saw in chapter 1. Here come the amazing animal stars. Top row, Chris, Sean. Bottom row, Nadia, Boris and Brooke. The team! And one of them became a genuine actor. He owns a gym, or at least works in a gym. He does something somewhere. She runs marathons, I think. I think she had a couple of other parts somewhere else, and I don't know what became of Nadia. I don't know. These two, I don't know. These three, I've got a vague idea of what they did afterwards. And Paolo Costanzo, he disappeared. He's not even there. Look, there he is. You can you just make him out? Can you see him? I can't. Yeah. All right, so now we get picture profile things. Here's Tobias, Christopher Ralph, the hunk that he is. Christopher Ralph, who plays Tobias, became an animal lover ever since Animorphs. So I imagine he probably works as a zoo caretaker right about now. Nadia Nascimento is Cassie. Off camera, she's totally into music. Cool, she's into music. Like me. I can relate to that. Jake. Sean Ashmore is Jake. In real life, he's into rollerblading and snowboarding. Now he's a proper professionally paid actor. Good on you, Sean. Brooke Nevin, who plays Rachel, is 16. She's the youngest cast member. Is she? Do we learn about the other ages? So that's 3 years older than she should have been if it was canon to the books. But hey ho and all that bollocks. And then Marco. Boris Cabrera is Marco. He's the only Californian in the bunch. The rest are Canadian, probably. And there's a page missing here where Paolo Costanzo would be. And it would say, Paolo Costanzo is Axe. No, nobody cares to mention him at all, anywhere. Next page. So we've got some set pieces. Animorphs is shot in Toronto, in the studio and on locations such as this one. So they're on a field of rubble. I think that was from the scene where they see the future. So the first one where the Ellimist came in. And the last episode where a Hortbegia was seen. A little bit of a factoid for you. So yeah, that's why there are so many Canadian accents in the show. Because it was all in Canada. Boris and Sean are buff boys. Action scenes help them stay in shape. Wow. Okay. Buff boys. Well, he is now, because he's in a gym. Who would win in a race between these two? I mean, Jake's got the height advantage. But Marco, he's the real buff boy. He can run miles. He's like a rocket when he gets going. Okay. More pictures. Oh. So Homer is more important than Axe. Okay. Right, Book, we know where you're coming from now. You don't like Paolo Costanzo for whatever reason. Is it his hair? Is it his choice of clothing? Or is it he came from the Ministry of Silly Walks? Homer is more important than Axe, according to this book. Homer is a golden retriever. In real life, Sean has one just like him. Not anymore, he doesn't, because this was too long ago, and that dog is more than likely dead. If not, he's a record setter. In one episode, there were two Jakes. Sean's identical twin, Aaron, played one of the roles. I imagine that must be Aaron then. Christ, he is like identical. Absolute. It must be. Then again, he's got Jake's denim jacket, which I'm glad has made an appearance in this monstrosity of a book. Yeah, that was in The Capture Part 2, I believe, which was a really good episode. So Aaron was the best actor in the series, by logical conclusion. Bongo the Lion is a pro. He's been in a dozen movies. The secret? He gets whipped in the back rooms by his owner. Oh, sorry, he's declawed, but his teeth are totally sharp. Sorry, I read it wrong. And I'm not joking around, by the way. That's... Michael Hackenberger was whipping his animals to train them. So that's the real secret, Book. You got that one. That's wrong. Drink if you're drinking at the moment. I should have turned this into a drinking game, but I don't know. My hand's on the book, so I've only got one hand. Right. It takes 6 weeks for the special effects department to create each morph. 6 weeks. Six. Play the clip. 6 bloody weeks. I mean, I get it. We're talking 20 odd years ago at this point. But goddamn, 6 weeks. What were they doing for those 6 weeks? Sitting in the studio, they're just questioning their lives and how they arrived at this point. Why am I making Marco turn into a duck? And they just asked that question for 6 weeks, and at the end of it, just chuck something together. I don't know. Oh God. Oh, Christopher Ralph in his leather jacket. Once, Chris was an outsider at school. He knows just how Tobias sometimes feels. Okay. Somehow I doubt he knows how Tobias feels. Somehow. I'm sceptical, book. I'm sceptical. There are actually 3 hawks used in Animorphs. They are identical. Are they twins as well? Is it Jake and Aaron? Is it Jake and Aaron? How crazy. They're all twins. Everybody twins. Everybody twins. Well, they'd be triplets, wouldn't they, actually? Yeah. When the Andalite Elfangor met Cassie and the gang, he gave them the secret morphing technology. Look at the state of this costume. Look how shit it is. I mean, the eyes don't even... He's balding. Oh dear. Like all the animals on Animorphs, this croc rocks, and he's real. Cassie morphed into him. Great, okay. Nadia and Sean think Animorphs is the coolest. They hope the show is on for a long time. Your show lasted about as long as denim jackets remained popular. Do you not think this was foreboding? Book. They've both got leather jackets. She's got double leather. She's got a pair of denim dungarees under her denim jacket. She was going... Am I saying leather? Was I saying leather or denim? I don't know. It's denim. Denim. I don't even think I said leather. I think I incorrectly corrected myself. I don't know. Last picture. 5 strangers tossed together for a brand new TV show. Their biggest challenge? To morph into Insta-friends, on camera as well as off. They did it. Now they rule! For 26 episodes. But look how happy they are. I think Sean's just spotted Paolo Costanzo off screen. Camera's this way, mate. Great. Well, that was fun. Let's just take a look at the information station, and that'll be it for this one. And then next episode we'll start dipping into the character bits. Information station. Reach out and touch. You can reach the stars of Animorphs in a variety of ways. Now, you can't do this anymore. Disclaimer, if you were wondering. Okay. Snail mail. Address your letter to the Annie star of your choice and send it to either Animorphs address. All letters sent to these addresses will be forwarded to the actor you choose. I mean, you can still try it. You can give it a go. I don't think it would work. The official Animorphs website, scholastic.com/Animorphs. I've checked that before I did this video. And it still exists. And it's got vague bits of information on the 2011 reissues. And a lot of the stuff is not working properly. A lot of it's broken. And it's just a dead website, essentially. But it's still there. Some of it still works, so go check that out if you so wish. The official Animorphs website provides fans with a truly interactive Animorph experience. Lie. Kids can preview upcoming episodes. Lie. Download cast photos and get the scoop on the stars and storylines with exclusive behind-the-scenes information. Lies, lies, lies. The millions of readers of the book series can look forward to a preview of the next highly anticipated release. Email Animorphs author K.A. Applegate, these days we just use Twitter, and learn more about book cover artist David Mattingly, who you can buy prints from these days, which is cool. Obviously the book doesn't know that 20 years before it happens. I'm not expecting it to predict the future. Well, it tried. It tried in the first chapter. It tried to predict the future. Wrong! Lies, wrongs, and invalidatories. Additionally, the site enables visitors to electronically send Animorphs postcards to their friends and win official merchandise related to the books and TV series by participating in online games and contests. You know what? I wish it still did. I honestly do. Animorphs stuff. Oh God, here we go. The Annie merch invasion has begun, and it's spreading as fast as the popularity of the books, TV show, and stars. You can now wear, play, take to school, and even eat official animal. What could we eat that was Animorphs? Is there something we're not... Was it like a cereal brand? Was there like a brief cereal run? How can you eat Animorphs-related stuff? Nah, it don't work. Aside from the requisite t-shirts, devoted... I think there were t-shirts, actually. Devoted fans will find everything from backpacks to boxes, where were these? Book covers? Book covers? What do you mean book covers? The books have covers. I don't know. What does it mean the ends? And beach towels. I've actually seen a beach towel. Somebody posted a picture and he's got one of the beach towels. But backpacks and boxes? I want that. I want that. Wow. I'm actually learning something from this book that I'm taking as valuable information. There are backpacks and boxes. I want Annie boxes. That'd be cool. Tiger Electronics has handheld games. They were shit. And Hasbro's got a full line including board games, video games, and puzzles. Plus ultra cool triple morph collectible figurines from the Transformers collection. And there's a video series too. Coming soon from Scholastic Productions and Columbia TriStar Home Video, a collection of full-length videos compiled of the best episodes from Season 1 of the show. The video launches spring '99, and the videos will have never been seen before footage. Book it! Cool as the TV series is, Animorphs is first and foremost the best-selling book series in North America. Really, was it? That's pretty cool. I don't think it lasted long. I think Harry Potter came and obliterated it. There are over 15 million books out there already, with lots more to come. Alien facts, a glossary of terms. We'll just sort of rush through this. We all know this stuff, but we'll see what the TV series specifically has to say about them. Andalite. Possessing the unique power to morph, the Andalites, an alien race, are on a quest to save the galaxy from Yeerk takeover. With the combined appearance of a horse, deer, human and scorpion, the Andalites have long, powerful tails with a scythe-like blade at the end. Their forelegs end in hooves and their thin arms in many fingered hands. Without a mouth, the Andalite's triangular face is flat, with 3 vertical slits for a nose and 2 large green almond-shaped eyes. From atop the head rise 2 stalk eyes that can move independently of the main eyes in any direction. Andalite fur, usually blue, can also range from brown to pale green to lavender. When's there ever been a green Andalite? That's the one thing in this that I'm actually thinking, pale green? Like a lime Andalite? What the hell? That's crazy. Axe. Short for axe. He gets acknowledged! Yes! And heroic. 2-year-old Andalite, 14 in Earth years. I don't know how they figured that out. Is that in the books? Might be, I don't know. Axe is the Animorphs' greatest alien ally. His brother, Prince Elfangor, was the Andalite who entrusted the Animorphs with the ability to morph into any animal they touch. Axe looked like the other Andalites and shares their remarkable powers of morphing, speed and strength. In his human morph, Axe is a mix of DNA borrowed from Jake, Rachel, Cassie and Marco, and loves to use his mouth to make fascinating human sounds and to taste every possible kind of delicious human food. Yeah, pretty accurate. You could have at least given him a picture book. Christ. Controller. When a Yeerk has enslaved a host, the host becomes a controller. Controllers, in turn, try to acquire new hosts, preferably people in authority and children who are rarely suspect. Why would they... I mean... there are so many things wrong with that. Okay, I'm not even going to bother. They gain voluntary entry into the minds of their hosts with bribes of money, power, cures for diseases, revenge against enemies, help with crises, and the powerful urge to belong. That's pretty accurate, having just read the Visser. Well done, book. That's pretty good. Involuntary means are used only when absolutely necessary. Controllers may also be referred to in the hyphenated form, for example, human controller for an enslaved human. Okay, that was pretty good. Hortbegia. A horrifying alien that stands 7 feet tall with a snake-like head, powerful long arms, and bent back legs like a dinosaur. Bent back is a funny way of putting it. Sharp horned blades grow from its head, elbows, forearms and knees. Its fingers end in needle-sharp nails, and its gargantuan feet are like ripping claws. Ironically, the Hortbegia is by nature gentle, kind and peaceful. Its arsenal of blades is actually an evolutionary adaptation for stripping off tree bark, its basic food. We never saw any of that in the TV show, but pretty much accurate. Kandrona rays. The subatomic particles, well, that's big words for this book, produced by the Yeerk's home sun, upon which the Yeerks are dependent. When travelling the galaxy, the Yeerks may obtain these particles from artificial, not official. Can you get unofficial Kandrona? I don't know. Or Yeerk pools. A Yeerk pool exists on the Yeerk mothership, and others may be hidden someplace on Earth. Thoughtspeak. Thoughtspeak is the natural language of the Andalite race, a form of mental telepathy. Thoughtspeak can also be used to transmit pictures, ideas, and concepts. Thoughtspeak is also used by animals when they are morphed. Does it transmit pictures, ideas, and concepts? No, not really. No. Wrong. Yeerk. Once a fairly harmless parasite confined to a single planet, the Yeerk is now the scourge of the entire galaxy. A grey-green slug about 6 to 7 inches long, a Yeerk infests the brain of its prey via an ear canal and commands control of its victim's free will. The slimy predator has taken over a number of species throughout its galactic dominion, but currently it maintains an insatiable craving for humans, and according to Visser, the Anati. But we never hear from them again. Nor am I expecting this book to reference them. Yeerk pool. I thought we'd already sort of covered this. Every 3 days, Yeerks must return to a Yeerk pool consisting of artificial Kandrona rays or subatomic particles produced by the Yeerk's home sun. Here, they drain out their host's ear and soak up vital nutrients. A controller who fails to report to the Yeerk pool after 3 days begins to lose control of his host, and the Yeerk dies. And last but not least, Visser 3. A powerful Yeerk general, Visser 3 reports to the supreme Yeerk ruling body. Vissers are numbered according to power and seniority, and Visser 3 holds a very high rank in the Yeerk chain of command. His current responsibility is Earth, which puts him and many of his warriors in direct and constant battle against the Animorphs. Visser 3 believes the Animorphs are escaped Andalites because of their ability to morph. Visser 3 is the only Andalite controller, the first Yeerk ever to infest an Andalite body and gain its powerful morphing capabilities. In fact, Visser 3 has been all over the universe, acquiring the genetic patterns of monsters that have never been seen on Earth. While on Earth, Visser 3 poses as Victor Trent, a powerful and wealthy businessman. And then there's the advert for the VHS that I showed you earlier, and there's something that shows that this came from a library. Why would anyone pick it up? Who heckin' knows? But there are a couple of nice bits of information in there. The merch information was interesting because I've never seen backpacks and boxes. Apart from that, inaccuracies, bold predictions, most of which, in fact, all of which were wrong. Apart from the Sean Ashmore, he did well, so the book got that right. Well done, book. A little pat on the head for that. But this is a fun read, and I've had a blast because it's quite hilarious, some of the things they say. Next up, we're going to look at. We'll go straight into the characters. So next episode, we're going to look at the chapter on Christopher Ralph, and we're going to discuss that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you next time. Ta-ra!